Chris, is that your 40-yard dash time?
I wish.
Me too.
That's our running 40 time. When on kickoffs, this is what
nice.
This is what they get when they run a running 40. You know, so on kickoff. So,
nice. Chris, can I ask you? Do you have any faith in odds makers or people who project on seasons, that sort of thing? Because your guys' over/under wins on the season is set at around 7.5.
Right. Well, again, I don't ever. In fact, I don't ever even like to even think about that kind of thing. All I worry about is what we got to do right now, how we become a better team, and then all that other stuff can be handled on the field, you know. And so we've had some good teams in the past. We're kind of using the same pattern that we've used in the past, and from the people that I've worked with, to attempt to put together as good a football team as we can. That's all I really care about.
Any concerns over especially younger players? I mean, these guys see all that kind of stuff and hear it throughout the course of training camp and things like that, and heading into a season. Is any concerns with what they think about stuff like that?
Well, again, you can't ever really, you know, they're young kids, you know, so they can get motivated by things they shouldn't get motivated by, you know, and all we as professional, both coaches and players, we've just got to get motivated off doing the same things, being consistent, doing what we know is the right thing, and then go compete on game day. That's the main thing.
Maybe prove some people wrong.
Prove some people, that'd be great.
You had music and a scoreboard today. We got a man on the moon.
Man, it's unbelievable. You know, I mean, we finally got it done. You know, I mean, it's part of you know, the reality of today's young generation. You know, I mean, you saw how the energy that they had, and again, you want to create as much of a game-like type situation when you're competing. You know, we have we're talking to the quarterbacks the same way we would on game day, you know, and so that on game day it's no different from what we're doing at practice.
Your first compete day for week one, how was it?
It was pretty good. I mean, I thought you know, I thought it was very good competition. I thought the guys practiced safe. We need to get our hands on more footballs defensively, and we need to find our hots offensively, you know, and we've got to make sure we identify the bigs so that we can get everybody blocked.
Is that 30-26 offense or defense?
Defense.
Defense.
Yep.
Chris, you're quickly closing in on game day. Do you feel you're where you want to be at this point?
Well, again, you never can prognosticate. You're never really satisfied, but then you feel good about where you are at the same time, you know. So it's one of those deals where we got to go out and got to prove who we are.
Is it more about perfecting what you need to do as opposed to game planning for what they're going to do?
Well, it's a little bit of both there too. You know, you have to have a good idea in order to play fast. You have to know who they are as a football team. You got to know their protections. You got to know their favorite plays. You got to know where they're kicking the ball and how deep to set your returners. And there's a lot of things that go into it. So it's not like you can just show up and try to just do you. You got to have an idea who you're playing.
What about your identity? We heard this a lot last year. What the team identity was. I know you weren't part of that, but what would you say the identity is for this team this year?
Yeah, all we can do is control us, you know, and I want to be fast, want to be physical, want to be able to pound the football, want to be able to take care of the football, be smart, want to do things the right way, and be a fun team to watch.
Speaking of pounding the football, 46 nearly hit the speaker. I haven't seen that for a long time. What did you think of him today?
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy we brought in that we've been interested in for a while, and he's done some good things in the 48 hours he's been here.
Okay, thanks. Good luck
Thank you.
Saturday.
All right. See y'all.